Hello everyone, welcome to Celebrity Juice, where we bring you all your favorite celebrities live and fresh. Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin will be celebrating their second wedding anniversary in September. Before I continue, please make sure you click on the subscription button for more videos of your favorite celebrities. However, there are various rumors that they will be splitting up soon. But one should take those reports with a grain of salt. Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin are a picture of a happy couple. However, some are not convinced that their marriage will last. Gossip Cop listed several reasons why many believed that Bieber and Baldwin's marriage is heading to Splitsville. One of the reasons is their age. According to those who doubt the couple's love, they are still too young. The sorry singer was only about 24 when he married Baldwin, 22. Many are betting on their relationship's demise due to their age, which for some are still too young to be married. Some painted the two as immature. Also, several felt that Baldwin and Bieber's engagement and wedding were impulsive acts. A number cited the fact that Bieber, who had an on-again, off-again relationship with Selena Gomez for years, was in a vulnerable position. Some also cited Bieber's mental state. The tabloids claimed that Bieber's mental struggles had soured Baldwin on their marriage. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez had an on-again, off-again relationship for years. Even if they already separated years ago, many still linked them to each other. The world witnessed how Bieber and Gomez loved each other, and their fans are still not over them, even if both have already moved on. In fact, for several of their fans, the love they had for each other was something that won't go away easily. Gomez has become constant in Bieber's world. Even if she is his ex, they still associate her with the yummy singer. Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin are still very much in love based on their posts on social media. In contrast to the report that they are splitting soon, it seems that their marriage has become stronger as they embraced each other's flaws. Furthermore, they don't get tired reminding each other how much they love one another. Hailey and Justin Bieber have opened up about their marriage struggles on US podcast In Good Faith with Chelsea and Judah Smith, with Hailey revealing that during Justin's experiences with depression, her mother once talked her into staying with him after his mental illness began to take a toll on their relationship. "I remember I called her a few different times, one particular time when we were in Brooklyn, and I was calling her, I was crying, and I was like, I just can't do it. There's no way that I'm going to be able to do this if it's going to be like this forever," Hailey explained. "And I just remember she was so calm on the phone, and she was like, it's going to pass, and you're going to be fine, and he's going to be healthy, and we're here for you. And I do feel like we had a lot of support." Hailey went on to say that it was the hardest part of her life at that time, and it would have been 10 times harder without her family support. "I made a decision," she said. "I know for a fact that I've loved this person for a very long time, and now would not be the time to give up on him. I just wouldn't do that to him. Imagine abandoning somebody in the middle of the worst time of their life, potentially. I'm not that type of a person, so I was going to stick it out no matter what the outcome was going to be. It was really hard." Naturally, the comments have caused debate online. For a long time, social media users have attempted to spread the narrative that Justin mistreats Hailey, sharing videos on TikTok of Justin ignoring Hailey, talking over her, or making jokes at her expense, with Hailey quick to deny such claims. The rumors about their marriage are more complex than one would expect though, considering the influence of Justin's sometimes toxic fan base who want him all for themselves, and those similarly toxic fans who prefer him with Selena Gomez. Videos of Justin and Hailey that are easily explained, or some would shrug off, are thus heavily dissected as fans obsesses over their marriage. It's no surprise then that many will use Hailey's comments to confirm their suspicions about their relationship or add to the narrative that their relationship is toxic. But for all we know, it may well be or it may well not. As usual, we are just bystanders witnessing what they choose to share, much of which is presented without context. Ultimately, what's worth focusing on here is the conversation Hailey is raising about being in a relationship where one partner suffers from bouts of severe mental illness. So rarely do we get to understand the partner's perspective, how their emotional well-being is impacted, and what's expected of them in aiding their partner at their most ill moments. Hailey herself has been open about suffering from an anxiety disorder. she clearly understands the hold mental illness can have on you. But of course, anxiety and depression are two very different disorders, and even if you and your partner had the same illness, triggers and symptoms vary from person to person, as well as what treatments may or may not work. It's a deeply personal journey, as is Hailey and Justin's relationship, but it's also what makes the typical highs and lows of dating so much more confusing. When you're dating someone who is mentally ill, behaviors we might normally regard as toxic can easily be dismissed as a symptom of mental illness not making as much effort. As one would hope, unexplained absences or even full-on ghosting are just a few to note. We forgive more out of empathy, but in doing that we can often impede on our own boundaries or needs. I've done it myself, ignoring actions I would typically consider red flags because, as someone who also experiences mental illness, I know how complicated it is to live in a brain you can't trust to put your best interests first. It's a delicate balance of understanding what you can expect of your partner, where you need to be patient or empathetic, and where your hard-line boundaries end in prioritizing your own life. When you're both mentally ill then, as Hailey and Justin have said they are, that balance is even trickier. For some, Hailey saying I was going to stick it out, no matter what the outcome was going to be, is a red flag. Her mother validating that, even more so. But it's often how people feel in relationships like hers, and it's a conversation we should have more. How do we differentiate between toxic behavior and symptoms of mental illness with empathy? How to approach this conversation with our partners? And most importantly, when you're at a point where you feel you really can't do it anymore, as Hailey was, when is it appropriate to leave someone who is themselves struggling? Rather than focusing on what Hailey's comments say about a relationship, we should be asking all of these questions of our own love lives. Her experience is far from unique, but hopefully her opening up about it will aid us all in figuring out the answers. Please don't forget to click on the subscription button and turn on your notification for more videos. Thanks for watching.